writers. I was thinking about the book that we read last week, The Best Story by Eileen Spinelli. And I was remembering when the writer went to talk to her older cousin, the teenager, who said that she thought every book should have love in it. And I was looking at that picture and I was realizing in the background of that picture, I could learn a lot about that teenager. I could tell that she really liked to wear makeup and perfume. I could tell, I knew she had a party dress and high heels. I could see that she likes to read magazines and she loves romance from the pictures on her walls. Now, in reading, you've been learning about how your fiction stories that you read have characters and a setting. Well, we're going to begin working on narrative stories, which are stories about ourselves, because we made our topic list and it has all the things that are important to us and all of the things that come from our heart. You're going to be writing personal narratives. And because they are real stories that really happen to you, even though they're not fiction, they're still stories, they're narratives, and so they still will have characters and a setting. Today I want to show you how to add details to your background so that you can be giving us lots of information about your setting and your characters. I've decided that I am going to write about a place where I have been spending a lot of time lately. I'm going to write about my at-home classroom. So I'm going to look around and I'm going to find as many details as I can to add to the background. I know that I'm going to have a wall and I've got this carpet that my dog Noodle likes to sit on while I'm working, and I have a brown desk that I'm going to want to put in here. Here's my desk. And let's see, I know I'm going to want to include, I've got this light over here. I'm going to want to put it in, a little light bulb. And I'm going to want to put in my supply cart. And I'm going to want to put my bookshelf. I have a bookshelf over here. And you know what my bookshelf has on it? My bookshelf has a lot of books. So I'm going to put these books in there. Got a lot of books on my shelf, and they're really colorful because they're books for kids. So I'm going to include those things. Okay, so thinking about what else I'm going to want to include in my picture. I know I've got some plants on top of my bookshelf, and I want to put those in because I want my readers to know that I like living things. I like growing flowers in pots, and I like growing plants. And I also am going to include my computer because I just got a new sticker to put on the back of my computer, and it's of King George from Hamilton, and I really love watching Hamilton on Disney. It is one of my favorite things to do. So I should put that because I'm definitely going to want my readers to know that about me, aren't I? And also I should include my dog Noodle. He always sits at my feet when I'm working in my at-home office. So I'm going to include those things in my picture as well. Okay, so I want you to notice I drew those things in. I drew in my plants. I put my sticker on my computer. I remembered I have these writing posters on the wall, so I wanted to include those. And I have some vases with flowers on my desk, so I wanted to include that. And what I'm gonna do now is gonna fill in that background. I want my whole picture portion to be all the way filled in. Okay, so I've got a ground, I've got walls. Does it need to be perfect? No, absolutely not. I could not figure out how to draw King George, so people are gonna have to ask me what is that, and I'll just tell them, and that's okay. All right, I'm gonna color in my carpet, I'm gonna color in my walls, but you know what else I need to include in it? I've got Noodle here, but do you know who else needs to be in this picture? I do. Mrs. Bryant needs to be in this picture because this is the space that I spend a lot of time in. So I'm going to put myself in because my story is going to have a who and a what. It's going to have a place and it's going to have a person. Okay, I need to tell you a couple of things. I've added myself into my picture. So you can see that there. I'm going to go ahead and write something, but I need to tell you, when you are doing this, I don't want you to be writing and drawing on your tablet or your computer on Seesaw. I want you to do this on a piece of paper and then take a picture and upload it. It's so much easier, okay? So don't try to get the drawing tools out on Seesaw. That's not what Seesaw's for. For writing, we're gonna use real paper, okay? The other thing that I wanna tell you is, when we're writing at school, we're working on building up our stamina. So the first day, we might just write for 5 or 10 minutes, okay? And the next day, we try to do 1 or 2 minutes more, just a little bit longer, okay? So today, I want you to write a little bit longer than you did last time. And then it's okay if you put this in your folder and you come back to it tomorrow.
okay? We're gonna keep on working on writing, and sometimes we're gonna work on the same story for lots and lots of days in a row, okay? Especially as I start really getting into what a personal narrative is. You're not gonna be able to finish it in one day. You're not supposed to, okay? So I'm gonna add to my words here. I'm gonna think about what I wanna say about this space. I think I'm gonna tell you where I am. I'm gonna say, this is me in my at-home classroom, okay? Okay, I decided to write a little more. I said, this is me at my in-home classroom. It's okay, but I would rather be at school. All right, writers, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna get your paper and you're gonna think of a place you spend a lot of time, maybe your bedroom, maybe your living room or your kitchen, maybe your backyard. I want you to think about all of the details and what you want readers to know about you from what they see, okay? I want you to write for about 10 minutes. You're gonna take a picture of what you have so far. Even if you're not finished, show us what you have so far, okay? If you do finish, that's awesome. If you don't finish, you'll put it in your folder and tuck it away. Either way, you're gonna take a picture and put it on Seesaw, okay? I can't wait to see what you've written.